Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're gonna fly plane. That's about it. I think that's about it. We were like halfway through the ace run, question mark. I think about halfway through. I don't know if I'll get through the ace run today. I could, if I'm as far as I think. I definitely could do it. It's just like, you know, skill issue comes into equation. How many times I get shot down or nosedive into the ground, etc. Like those slow things down a bit. So we'll see. If it's a smooth, skillful day, then it should be pretty smooth sailing straight through the end of ace, but it really depends. The other day went pretty good, skill-wise. I didn't get shot down a whole lot. I'm just checking. I don't think it's, like, weird and stuttery. Oh, yeah, we're on mission 10. Yeah. I think we're good. If you can do Elden Ring DLC, you can do anything. It's not that hard. It's really not.
Orders have come in for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belka and the Allied forces near the border in the B-7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol of Belka's political, military, and industrial might. However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squadron. This mission may be our chance to finally end the Belkan War once and for all. I wish you luck.
It is that hard. Gamer tears, rivers of tears. It's not that bad. It really, the discussion around it is so painful because everyone is acting like it's like the hardest thing ever. It's really not. Like it's, you know, it's hard. But yeah, it's Elden Ring. You know, like it's like, well, yeah. It's a Souls game. Like we all knew it was gonna be hard. Maybe some people weren't expecting it to be as hard as it is. I don't know why you wouldn't. Because the DLCs are always harder than the base game. Oh, but I guess, like... I was gonna say, there's a lot of people who Elden Ring is, like, their first Souls game, but then I remembered that there's, like, speedrunners and challenge runners and stuff like that also complaining that the game is too hard, and I can't even fathom that. Because, like, those guys are so much better at the game than I am. And I feel like it's going well for me. Like, I don't know. I really like the mercenary paint job on this. I'm rocking that. It's like I'm doing it for the first time. How awful. Yeah, that was the intention, right? Was to, well, that's always the intention with Souls DLCs, is to, like, kick your ass hard enough that it feels like you're, what's it called? You're playing the game for the first time again. It feels fresh, sort of thing. And it's doing that, for me at least. But it's not kicking my ass so hard that it's like, oh my god, I can't progress. I can't play this game. Like, no, I get to a boss, spend an hour to 2, like somewhere in that window, fighting them, and then I move on. It's like normal Souls stuff for me. Honestly, most of them haven't taken more than an hour. There were like the 2 so far that did take me more than an hour. Yeah, look at that. It's a Blue Angels library. Blue Angel. Blue Angels. What are the Blue Angels from? Like, it sounds familiar, but I can't think of it. It does look really nice. Whoa. Okay, that was... Ooh. That scared the shit out of me. We're too close for that. My first no buying run of Armored Core 6? Why? Why a no parts run? That sounds... I mean... No, that sounds too much. It's too much, like, added restriction for me. Armored Core is all about the adult Legos. The U.S. Navy Aerobatics Team. Huh. I don't know why they sounded familiar to me then, because I would not have known that. I'm sorry. My Sam missed. That's right, we're doing a night run. My brain instinctively is like, kill him. Do it. I want that guy. It ended up having like 2 or 3 builds. Yeah, it's too much restriction. Just rocking the default parts and like whatever you can get without buying it. I feel like challenge runs of Armored Core would be fun, but then every time I try to like think of something, I feel like it kind of ruins the point of Armored Core. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I can't think of a challenge that sounds like it would actually be like genuinely fun. That's all you get for the whole run. It sounds awful to me. Yeah, I wanna build the cool shit. Check this out, flying straight down. And we got it. I'll take it. Made it worth it. I really like the paint job here. The Blue Angels know how to paint a plane. Clearly. Thank you. Man, a lot of yellow targets this mission. Jesus. Like, I'm not actually getting any kills here. Just disabling every plane I come across. Yeah, that's me. The Demon Lord. Super cool nickname. I chose it myself. You are doing some crazy loops. Oops. I feel like I almost never stall at this point. Genuinely, I used to stall out all the time. It's really weird now that I'm thinking about it, but like I really don't. I used to have a massive problem with stalling. You do that, PJ. My favorite protagonist nickname? Nickname. Hold on, I have to think now. Because there's the easy nickname. So it can't be their actual call sign, right? Which limits things. There's like Rosgrees, Demon Lord, what else is there in terms of just like nicknames? I'm trying to think, but that's like all I've got right now. Did Trigger have one? Was there something that they called him? I don't think so. I feel like Trigger, if Trigger doesn't have one, are there really only the two? Or am I stupid? I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since I've played most Ace Combat games. Ribbon? Oh, they did call him Grim Reaper, didn't they? Trigger is three strikes. Trigger does probably have my favorite emblem in the series. I should probably be paying more attention to all these missiles. Because holy shit. He turned too much. Shit. Oh my god, I almost got shot for that. I would have felt really dumb. Why are there so many of you? Were there this many aces in the cutscene? Why are there like 3 ace squads here? What's going on? Oh my sweet Jesus.
Galm 1, missile evaded. Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Missile launched.
You guys, we gotta calm down here. This is a lot, okay? This is a whole lot.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Fox 2. Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you. Target hit.
Sweet Jesus.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Fox 2. Galm 1, missile evaded. Galm 1,
Oh, come on, they both missed.
missed.
God damn it.
Fox 2.
This is so not good. This is really bad.
Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you. Missile launched. Missed the target. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Galm 1, missile evaded. Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you.
Holy shit, they missed again. What the fuck?
Missile off target.
This is gonna be a machine gun fight.
Roger, I'm on my own now.
Oh, did he got one as soon as I put him? Oh my god.
He's only thinking his own grave.
Pixie, every once in a while, I love you. Not often, but every once in a while. This is one of those times. It's just faster. Significantly. That's what I get for bringing this thing.
Radar lock. Approaching gun range.
Oh my god, he got another one too while I was doing that. I think this is the most useful I've ever seen Pixie be, is like that 1 minute stretch there.
Yeah, Cipher just snagged a bandit.
Let him breathe. There's so many. That was just the amount of missiles there was ridiculous. Especially for, you know, Ace, where it's like, oh yeah, missile is insta-kill. That was a lot.
Yo, buddy, you still alive?
Anyway. I did not finish Elden Ring DLC yet. I'm not even, like, super far into it. I've played a lot of hours, but I've been, like, super thoroughly exploring everything. So, I haven't even fought many of the, like, the main bosses yet.
Won't be long now before we win this war.
F4E. Awesome. Hello, Andre. Welcome.
My pulse raced at the astounding accomplishments of the mercenary known as Demon Lord.
That's me.
I forgot about my job and read everything I had on hand. Around the time Demon Lord received his nickname, South Belka showed signs of weariness regarding the war. Because the region was set up as a defense line to protect the birthplace of Belka in the north, the people's dissatisfaction had reached a climax. The cities declared themselves demilitarized and peacefully surrendered to the Allied forces. Unable to establish a defensive position, the Belkan army kept retreating to the north. The end of the war was fast approaching.
My ass.
I was given an opportunity to interview the former aces of the Belkan Air Force. Back then, they were the masters of the sky. And they had also
The
known
Ace Kindergarten? What?
So I crossed the border to follow his trail. I wanted to capture the war and the Demon Lord from their point of view. To capture the voices.
Is it interview time? Oh my god, yes. Is this a new one? The Strategist?
Bernard Schmidt, a man with the eyes of an owl.
I think it is.
Broom Team Commander, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 10th Air Division, 8th Tactical Fighter Squadron.
He's bald.
Fighting with distinguished service on the battlefield, he earned the title of Ace with his uncanny ability to adapt quickly to the flow of battle.
Pop's Diner.
I had a bad feeling while I was flying towards the round table. Why were they having problems down in 2 mercenaries? I figured it was just temporary chaos and it'd be over by the time I got there.
Why is he
Pilots
British?
of the Belkan Air Force are true professionals, but when I saw the
I thought he was
situation,
supposed to be German.
I opened my eyes.
Why is he
I thought
British?
maybe my IFF was malfunctioning. There were still 2 enemies on the radar. Everyone else in my squadron had the same reaction. This is really happening. Every now and then, guys like that appear on a battlefield. Someone special, you know?
The lip sync is really bad on this one.
Check the terrain, air currents, his plane, his maneuvers, and his remaining ammo. I figured I could do it.
This might be my new
I knew what I was
favorite.
getting into, but he still outmaneuvered me beyond my expectation.
This might be my new favorite interview. Hello, Jess. His lip sync was really
Galm
rough.
Team is number 2, former member of the Belkan Air Force.
Belka is meant to be Germany? Yeah, he was Belkan.
23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron. Rainer Altman.
He's a member of the Cure.
He flew the skies of Directus during the capital's liberation.
That was
And he's still there to this day.
the beanie. Ah, this
I
guy.
met him above this very sky.
I've seen this guy plenty.
I can still hear the sound of the missile alerts from that day. I received an order to fly to Directus on my way back from an intercept mission on the southern defense line. The order itself wasn't unusual. We kept being deployed from one mission to
Ever
the
since
next
chat
without
told me
receiving
about
even
the
basic maintenance.
dubbing
But
for
the
these interview
situation was the
scenes,
same all around.
it has been so distracting. I
We
feel
were
like the
late
entire
reaching
scene,
operational space.
I'm just like locked in
Suspicious
on their
squadrons
mouth,
had already
trying to
retreated
see how well they dubbed this one compared to the others. I feel like it's ruined these scenes for me forever.
High above the sky. I couldn't see any emotion in his maneuvers.
This
I didn't
guy's
feel
pretty
like I was
good.
fighting against a human being. I wanted to end that battle as quickly as possible.
Like, when you're really looking with that guy, you can tell, but you would never know otherwise. Like, if no one told you about it beforehand, you would have no clue with that guy. This one's new too.
126th Tactical Fighter Squadron. Dietrich Kellerman.
He's also
He was
bald.
once the top ace at Belka and a fiery instructor at the Air Force Academy. In 1995,
Is he gonna have a
the
beanie
Belkan Air Force sent him to the front lines to bolster troop morale.
and be British?
He was good. From what I'd heard about him, I thought he was still just a young mercenary. But he matured since then.
The stance
He
is...
still wasn't perfect, but I could see he had come a long way towards understanding the rules of combat.
I have.
What's important on the battlefield is to let go of hate, to survive, and to adhere to the rules you've set for yourself. These are the rules I've taught my students.
That's good.
And when I saw him, I could tell my time was done. A new generation had inherited the sky. There was no more need for an old soldier like me.
His lip sync isn't bad either.
Every time I flew with him,
The
his
farmer
skills stood
and his
out.
wife pose. Yeah, it's
Unstoppable.
the classic
Cool-headed
farmer and his
crowd.
wife, but there's no
Combat
wife.
professional. Demon Lord fit him perfectly. Maybe the
They
man
voice
was
over him?
blessed
Yeah,
by
all of
sense
them.
war.
For the interview scenes, the actors who are doing like the live action
Before long,
aren't the voice
everyone had
actors.
taken
The
notice
voice
of him.
actors are dubbed in
More and
afterwards.
more would show up to
Like,
watch
this
him
is
go
Yuri
off on
Lowenthal.
sortie.
The voice, not the
Mercenaries or
actor.
maintenance crew, it didn't matter. People wanted to burn his image to their memory.
This is Spider-Man.
Hell, they weren't the only ones.
And some of them are like synced up really well. Some of them are awful. Like the guy with the beanie, his lip sync was real. He might have had the worst lip sync, actually.
The Belkan forces are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the
Hoffnung.
enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its
Yeah,
war
we're kind
operations.
of moving.
The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan war production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground
You
facilities.
should try the
Allied forces
F4 or
bombers.
fly the
Your
F4
mission
with
is
the
to
new
squirt those
library.
bombers and attack enemy facilities.
I wonder what it looks like in the Japanese dub. I actually do too.
But don't let your guard down.
Is the Japanese version, like, did they do a live action shoot for both? Or is the lip sync just like infinitely worse in the Japanese dub? I'm genuinely curious now. Did they do both? There's no way they shot both, right? Especially like if you're getting actors, who speak English, odds are none of them are going to be able to lip sync Japanese well unless they just really had a ton of time to practice it and like listen to it over and over, because you know there are so many sounds in Japanese that we don't use in English, so they're kind of like hard at first to pick up on. There's no way they shot them twice, and even if they did, I feel like it would still be a shit show. All right, I'll fly the F4 once. Maybe more than once. Maybe. Which game has the best cutscenes? Oh man, I don't know. Assault Horizon. Yeah, definitely. I like it. I know that this is the right choice, but nah, I'll run it. I know what's gonna happen. Is I'm taking this bomb because I'm like, oh yeah, it's It's the best choice for air to ground, right? Oh, hello, Yuriko. I just know that I'm never gonna use the bombs, is the problem. I know myself. 5 has the best ones. 5's, I like 5's CG cutscenes. It really depends. Like, if I'm being genuine, it's probably 7. But, like, I like 5's CG stuff a lot. If I'm going for, like, pure entertainment value, I might have to give 0 an honorable mention for things like the interviews, right? But I like 4's artwork a lot, and X does the same artwork stuff as 4. It really... It just, there are so many, like, all the Ace Combat games do such different things with the cutscenes that it's kind of hard to compare them. Love the JPEG dog. Yeah, JPEG dog is awesome. JPEG dog is really awesome. Apparently, like, the trivia behind it, I was looking it up on stream once. Apparently the trivia with JPEG dog is that it was one of the developers' dogs who had, like, recently passed away. And so they just slapped an image of the dog into the game there to, like, immortalize it. Which one? It's 7. 7 has JPEG dog. So I think by default, 7 has to win then, right? That's just how that works. Probably. Wait for it. Wait for it. I might have been early. I was early. I didn't wait long enough. Bitch. Where'd the other one go? Is that an ace way down there? It might be. UGBs are my favorite special weapon. What? What? My favorites are probably Sam's. Yeah. Why aren't you doing war crimes? This is the night run. Found a speedrunner who speaks Japanese and there are subtitles generated. Oh yeah, there's an OBS plugin that auto generates subtitles like back and forth between English and Japanese. It's kind of rough from what I've seen of it. Like it's pretty wild. Although I've never tried to watch a Japanese streamer who has it set to English. I more often see English streamers who have it set for Japanese. But watching it try to like translate in real time, it's kind of all over the place. It seems, what's it called? It seems really hard to keep up with. But it's because like the sentence structure is totally different between the two. So like it makes sense that it would kind of have a hard time doing that in real time. But when you watch it, it's just kind of going wild the whole stream. Ah, there are some aces. Come here, A10. Shit. I told you guys about my my buddy who I was getting into Ace Combat, right? Who, when he started playing, he was like, bro, is there an A10 in this game? And I was like, yeah. He was like, dude, I can't wait to fly the A10. I didn't have it in me to tell him. I let him be excited for it. I wasn't gonna be the one to be like, oh no, it's terrible. You're not gonna have a fun time. Oof. Ow. Granted, I have a fun time in terrible planes all the time. It's kind of my thing at this point. So I don't know. Oh wait, he turned away? I wasn't looking at my radar. Yeah, we take those. I was not sure if that was gonna work. Where's the jammer? Where is the jammer? The fuck? I have no idea. Oh, I might have just seen it. Is it you? I don't know what the fucking EA-18G is. Yeah, it was him. Let's see if this goes well. The first one, the second one, all three, we're good. Okay, I can still use bombs, even though I never do. I still got it. It's a Hornet with electronic equipment. I want one. Did use the F-117 in 5 though. That is another terrible air-to-ground plane. Ace Combat wise, it's never a good plane in these games. I don't know why. Kind of sucks because it's a cool looking plane.
Nobody knew why they were fighting anymore. All I felt at that point was sadness for the world. That's why I
became Spider-Man. He did do that. See some. We did 2 playthroughs of civilian casualties. This is the one where we're not doing it.
Abandoning Hoffman.
It's not happening.
Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind. We were also
Stealth
able to
Dorito.
confiscate samples of what
I just wish it was better because I do
from the
like
abandoned
flying
war
it.
factories before Belka had time
Got
to
something
use
in my
them.
eye. It has the big UGBs. You and the UGBs. I feel like we're gonna have so many aces by the time that I even get to free mission. Like, honestly, the hard part is I feel like I'm gonna spend so much time like comparing the full list to my records list. I can afford a couple. I'm a purist. I go all
Pockets of
in.
resistance hold up in the industrial city of Sudentor. Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back and are using the Baldreich Mountains as a final line of defense.
The
in an
funky
attempt to prevent
windshield.
our army from
Oh
reaching
god, this
northern
mission.
Belka.
Why? I don't want to do it.
For this mission,
I don't
we
wanna.
would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka Munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number, are well outfitted. Head to the designated operations rendezvous location, point 203.
I don't want to play this mission. I don't like it. No, there's no way I can afford a new plane so early. I just bought a ton of stuff and went broke. Planes get pretty expensive in 0. Because, like, we're 2.5, a little more than 2.5 playthroughs deep at this point. There's still so much I haven't bought. They make up for not having the, the plane XP system by just making everything really expensive. Well, the MiG-29 could actually be... Where's... Actually... No. No. Tornado? I love you, but no. I did think about it. Yeah, where's my flanker? I like the soldier one. Still can't afford planes. They're expensive as shit. Oh, what was that? Oh, caps. Thank you, Streamlabs, for protecting us from the caps. At least I already did the giant laser beam. I'm kind of sick of that mission. Worse economy than 7. I didn't think 7's economy was that bad. Like, for a first-time playthrough, I bought, like, half the planes in the game. Just during my first run. But maybe the late-game planes just get really expensive? I don't know.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squad.
Because I guess I also... I bought, like, half of the planes, but I didn't get to fly, like, any of the super... like, late-game kind of planes either. Because of that, because I decided to buy more of, like, the mid-game stuff instead. Just for variety's sake, for, like, my footage and everything. This is not the mission I was thinking of, by the way. This mission's fine. I thought this was the one where you revisit the AC5 map when I saw the picture, and well, this is an AC5 map. You know what I mean. It has the castle. It's that area, but the one that I really don't like. If you've been here, you know the one. The like 20-minute one.
This is Eagle Eye to Galm 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot 'em all.
He's still shooting me. That was insane. I think that's all gonna hit. Maybe not the F-15, but the bombers should get hit. All 3. Ooh, hello, Ace. Tromby. Oh, I'm not dead. I thought that missile was gonna hit me because I was looking at chat.
You'll have to shoot all of them down. To all units in this airspace, stop the nuclear attack. Shoot down all Belkan bombers.
Takes a few runs. Really? To get the strike wyvern? Is it just that fucking expensive? Because, like, clearing the tree wouldn't be the problem. Unless, again, like, maybe stuff like the F-22 and that is all really pricey and I just have no idea. I liked the aircraft tree. I thought that was fun. It made it a little more interesting compared to just, like, the normal shot that they use in the Ace Combat games.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers. This is perfect. Let's use it against them.
2 million. Is that a lot? It's been however many months since I even played the game. I don't have a frame of reference. Like, what does a normal plane cost? This is a great plane. Classic. It's twice the price of the F-22. Okay, that's a pretty significant jump from what would, you know, otherwise be one of the most expensive planes in the game. 57 costs about 900K. So the mid-game planes are probably like 400K a piece, something like that. I think 4 and 5 have the best economy. 4, I would agree. 5 is like, it probably does have one of the best economies, but the XP system kind of muddles it, right? Because past a certain point, you're not, like, money isn't the problem. It is just the, like, whether or not you even have stuff available to buy, right? So 5 is a little iffy when it comes to that. Except for the Falcon. Yes, the Falcon is ridiculously priced. That's true. Reasonably so, because the laser beam... I can't even believe that the laser beam was allowed to be that strong. Like, I get it. It's the secret plane that also costs a shit ton. But oh my god, talk about breaking the entire game.
No, we're too late. Don't be stupid. This won't solve it.
Why did it do that? I didn't hold the button, for the record.
Something strange is happening. The bombers are
I did not hold the missile button. It just did that on its own. And I thought I failed the mission for a second because PJ's quote came with it. I was very confused for a moment there. Four's economy is good though. I'm trying to remember, but it's kind of hard to, like, across all the games. I feel like 5 and on was where it really started to feel hard to, like, collect a lot of planes on your first run. 5, it wasn't because of the cost, it was the XP thing. But definitely, like, after 5, it started to feel like it was difficult to, like, collect a large variety of planes in one playthrough. You'd have to, like, constantly be selling stuff off to move up. 4 had a little bit of that, but not a ton. Like, 4 had a very reasonable amount of that. Mid-tier planes are in the 2 to 400K. Okay, so that's... yeah, 2 million is a shit ton. Got it. That puts it into perspective nicely. There are my targets. Oh, and I saw an ace. Am I the only one that just saw one, like, way out at the edge of the map? And then it, like, teleported in? Those are real planes. For a second, I didn't fire because I wasn't sure if they were real or not. Early are 100K? Wow. So the Strike Wyvern is equivalent to buying like 20 early game planes. Jesus Christ. Okay. That was a miss. I don't know about that one. I feel cheated on that one. Oh, you guys want to know? Hey, has anyone bought anything? I'll start here. Has anyone bought anything good on the Steam summer sale this year? It's been going for a few days. Anyone pick up some deals? Some crazy deals? Where are my Steam users in chat who have been cashing in on the summer sale? Everyone's been saying that this is like one of the best Steam sales ever. This summer sale. From what I've seen,
Where we go our separate ways.
that's probably true. I'm kind of at that point where I own like most of what I really want to. So I buy like one or two things a Steam sale now, whereas back like a couple of years ago, dude, sales like this would have come out and I would have been like, all right, whatever I can buy for like less than $5, just add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and I'd buy like 10 games for $60.
Still alive. We will continue our search efforts, but at this
Dishonored
point, there's
2?
not much hope. Our
How much is
communications
Dishonored 2
network
right
is
now?
still down due to the nuclear explosions. Remain on standby until conditions improve.
Because I've never played Dishonored 2, and I really like the first one. It's 80% off. I can see on Google. Hold on, I'm opening the page. $6? That's not bad. That's a pretty good deal. Did some cuts for Patreon. You don't need to do cuts for Patreon. Anyway, let me share my summer sale goodness for this
June
year.
6th.
You are all speaking to who is very likely the newest owner of a copy of Metal Gear Survive.
I was still in school at the time,
I know.
but I'll never forget the images I saw.
Only,
that day.
I think it was $16.
The Belkans set
What a
off
deal.
7 nuclear
What a
explosions
deal.
on their own soil. Maybe their old militaristic leaders couldn't stand the idea of Allied forces invading their land.
Oh,
And
Game
declared
Pass.
to the world that
There's
the
so much
land
on
of the
Game
North
Pass.
was the holy land of Belka.
Pretend I've heard of it. Have you not heard of Metal Gear
Official
Survive?
records, more than 12,000 people died.
Maybe it's
It was a
just
grand
me being
civil
online so
sacrifice that
much.
engulfed all. The only thing remaining.
Is it fair to
It's the
say
desolate
that Metal
landscape.
Gear Survive is like one of the
How did
biggest
the people of Belka feel about what they saw?
I'm trying to think of how to
And
describe
what
it.
did he think of it when he looked down on it from the sky?
How do I describe it? One of the most poorly received games in like the last few years. I mean, it's been actually a long time now, I guess. I feel like Metal Gear Survive was only like a couple years ago, just off of memory, but then I think about, yeah, that was like almost 7 years ago or something. Hold on, when was that? Was that 7 years ago? Oh, okay, it was 6 years ago.
Accept the change in government and are disobeying the command to disband. Your mission is to clear out the remaining Belkan troops.
Something. I feel like that's one of the worst reactions that I've ever seen to like a AAA release was Metal Gear Survive.
Firelock base, located in Osean territory, has been arranged for your.
I know of Metal Gear, not Survive. Basic rundown on it. Okay, so Jess, think about Metal Gear, right? Think about what you know about Metal Gear. Just picture it. Whatever little that is, just picture it. All right. And now, let me give you the basic rundown here. I wonder if the, hold on. The little, okay. So Metal Gear Survive, to my understanding, because honestly, I've never even watched like much gameplay of it. It's a non-canon spin-off of Metal Gear that they made after they fired Kojima, the creator and director of the series, right? And it is a zombie survival game with like wave-based and tower defense elements to it. So you can maybe picture why it's one of like the most poorly received AAA games that I can think of in recent years. Because everyone, when it came out, was like, what the fuck? you fired Kojima and you made this. And I think it just runs like in the MGS5 like engine. I think it uses MGS5's like core gameplay and stuff too. I think it's basically just like an online zombie mode for Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's like its own separate game that you have to buy. I don't know. It's something. It's something. But I own it now. Only how much did I buy it for? I'll pull up the Steam page. Because I think, oh, it was $18. Never mind, not 16, it was 18. I bought it with a couple other things that I needed to buy for stream. So, one of those being the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. Does Konami own the Fox engine? Yes. Contrary to popular belief, the Fox engine was not Kojima's engine. It was a Konami-developed engine. Konami actually released a couple of games on the Fox engine before MGS5 and Ground Zeroes. Those weren't even the first Fox engine games that we got publicly. It's just Konami's engine. I believe it was made like with the intention of Metal Gear Solid 5, hence like the branding of it and stuff. But it is actually just Konami's engine. I think they put out like a soccer game even. Or sorry, football game on the Fox engine before MGS5. Am I? Football video game on the Fox engine. I swear to you, this is true. Yes! The first commercially released title to use the Fox engine was Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. Which, if you know sports games, was released in 2013. Because they always do that. I don't know why they do that. I don't play sports games, so I couldn't tell you. But they always, like, put it to the next year. Like, you know, Madden 25, like 2025, would release like this year sort of thing. I don't know why they do that. They do that with cars too? Bro, why? It's so weird. Like, why are you going 1 year into the future? Is this year not good enough?
You are cleared for takeoff.
The idea of Pro Evo Soccer using the same engine as MGS5 is really funny. It is kind of funny. It's even funnier that it is the first ever game to use the Fox engine. Marketing for next year, I guess. It's like, yeah, but if we brand it for next year, then people will still buy it next year because it's current. I mean, sure. It's like when people, you'll see a lot of people on YouTube, like, what's it called? They'll post, like, if you ever find, like, a guide video that has, like, the year in it that's supposed to be there to be like, yeah, this works in 2024. Sometimes you'll see them, like, jump ahead a year early just so that they don't have to, like, go back later and change it. I've never understood it. I mean, it makes sense marketing-wise, but it's just like... They already had a survival game under the Metal Gear name. It was called Snake Eater. Snake Eater is basically... Although, the survival elements in Snake Eater do kind of go away after the first few hours of the game. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, that just looked nice. The way all four of them, like... I liked that. That was clean. Also, yes, it is this mission, and fuck me. This is the one that I was just thinking of that I don't want to play. 20-minute AC5 repeated mission. Here we go. Fallen Order is €4. I'm tempted. That's pretty good. Fallen Order is a good game. I wouldn't recommend the 100%. Like, I definitely didn't enjoy Fallen Order or Survivor as much as I could have, because the 100% for them kind of sucks. And by kind of, I mean, like, it really, I just wouldn't do it. You get so little, like, in terms of actual in-game reward for doing it. And it just... it adds so much extra runtime to the game that's literally just like you kind of running around in circles being like, okay, where on the map is this next thing to just grab? This is the spend forever to get 20k mission. Yeah, last mission I thought it was this one, but then it wasn't. And I was like, what mission is that? The one that I actually hate. It's this one. The one immediately after. Like, I got faked out. Didn't really hook me. Man, it's fun for, like, being a modern Jedi game. I think I still prefer, like, the old 2000s Jedi games. But making it into, like, a Souls-like was a pretty good idea, to be honest. It just kind of works for, like, lightsaber combat, right? The whole, like, dodge, block, parry kind of dynamic to it works. Works surprisingly well for lightsabers. Doesn't beat KOTOR? No, but KOTOR's different. When I'm talking like the old Jedi games, I don't mean KOTOR. I mean like, what's it called? Jedi Academy, Dark Forces 2. That sort of thing. And they're all janky as fuck. But really fun. KOTOR is just an RPG. Has anyone... hold on, chat. I feel like there's going to be so few people who will say yes to this. Has anyone tried doing a non-Jedi playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic ever? Because I've done it a couple times over the years. And it's surprisingly fun to not use the Force or lightsabers or anything like that at all. It's something that you can do, and it's a surprisingly good time. I wouldn't say it's as good as being a Jedi, but if you're ever looking to spice things up, I would recommend it. Sadly, not enough time. You have so little faith in me. Oh, he blinked away. Well, I might as well refuel. I'm all the way over here. I thought I would still be able to shoot him once he was over the line, but no, he actually just like despawned right there. But there are videos on it. I've done it just because like I've played KOTOR so many times in my life. It's one of those. It's like Mass Effect. Or I'm trying to think, what other... are there any other RPGs like that that I've played just so many times? Like Morrowind, I guess. Oh, Borderlands is a little different kind of RPG, but yeah. It's one of those where, you know, when I go to start a new playthrough, every once in a while, I'm like, I gotta do something new, something that I haven't done before. And one time I was like, I could do a bounty hunter run of KOTOR where I use blasters only. And it was a good time. Like, I thought it would feel kind of shit, but it felt surprisingly good. I think Zero has the worst score attacks. I do too. There's only 2 of them, right? There's this one, and then there's the one with the, like, the map that has the giant flak thing up in the top left corner that's horrifying. And they're definitely, like, those 2 are the worst missions in the game for me. I can't stand either of these. I don't tend to replay RPGs a lot. Man, what? Not even, like, classic BioWare, like KOTOR or Mass Effect or Dragon Age Origins. I feel like when I talk Dragon Age, I always have to specify Origins. Is that just me? I don't want people to think that I'm talking about any other Dragon Age game. I mean Origins. I'm not even... I was about to be like, man, that new Dragon Age game, but I'm not even gonna get into it. I promise, I won't. But, at least Fable looked a little better. Hello, friends. How many of those? I don't know if... Oh, they turned... I'll take 3 out of 4. I'll take that. So many Star Wars games under €5. Oh yeah, all the old ones you could probably just stock up on for super cheap. For sure. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I got into like more retro stuff in the first place. Honestly, it was Steam sales and just like, oh my God, this stuff goes on sale for like 90% off. It's like $2 a pop. It's kind of amazing. Oh, Cyberpunk. I've replayed Cyberpunk a couple times now. Cyberpunk is a really replayable one. I've still only played the first Witcher, though. I haven't played Witcher 2 or 3. I really liked the first one. The first Witcher is not the kind of RPG that I would replay. Like just for the hell of it, sort of thing. If I were doing it for YouTube, I would have no problem replaying it, but... The first Witcher is a very linear RPG. Like, there's not a lot of, Oh, that's a helicopter. Not a lot of ways to, like, change things up on a replay. Like, everything kind of just plays out the same way. Because the quests are all very linear. Tried them, but I bounced off super hard. The first Witcher is janky as fuck. I loved it once I got used to all the weird jank, but it's super jank. Like, that is some prime Euro jank. The original Witcher. It's crazy. I mean, the combat in the original Witcher, it's basically a rhythm game. Like, it legitimately... The combat, because it was a PC-only game, the first one. So, like, legitimately, if you've never played it, here's how the combat works, at least in terms of the sword play. You click on the enemy to, like, start a sword combo. And then if you can, like, time your next click right, then you get, like, progressive hits in the combo. So it legitimately is click enemy once to, like, start the combo. And then you play like a little rhythm minigame every time to try to get more hits in. And if you fail, you just lose the combo and it's the enemy's turn. Right? Like they get to hit you back. It's really weird. Once you're used to it, kind of fun, kind of charming, but weird. Is Rogue Squadron's control scheme similar? The new one, I have no idea. I didn't play the new, what's it? Rogue Squadron. I had a buddy who really liked it. He played it in, what's it called? He played it in VR. And he had a blast with it. The old one? I don't think it, I mean, I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. I say the new one because I haven't played the original Rogue Squadron since like 10 years ago. I like how I thought that I would be able to say if the old one did, and then as soon as I'm asked, I'm like, actually, I got no fucking clue. Someday I want to try like the really old Star Wars flight games, like the old TIE Fighter and X-Wing games? Just out of curiosity.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
Like, I want to know if they're good. Hunter Call of the Wild. I liked Hunter Call of the Wild, and I don't even enjoy hunting. I got talked into buying it by a buddy when it was like on sale a couple years ago, and we actually had a really good time playing it. Thank you, Target Lock.
The transport planes are preparing to leave the area. What's going on here?
On PSVR.
Galm 1, missile launch.
Man, you guys see that
Locked on.
Sony is kind of seemingly, like, they haven't said this, but
Missile launched.
they recently confirmed that they only have like 2 PSVR 2 titles in development. So it kind of seems like Sony is looking to back out of the VR space and kind of give up on it after the PSVR 2 just being a total flop sales-wise. I mean, the first one even, I'm surprised that they did a second PSVR. They probably thought it was going to get more sales than the previous. But I didn't even feel like that many people had the first one. Somehow they were supposedly going to bring it to PC. I feel like just porting their PSVR games to PC would go a long way. Like, if they were trying to stick with VR, that would probably be the way for them to do it. Because, like, they were using the exclusivity to kind of drive the sales, but the second one came out and no one's buying it. So it's like, well, shit, now what do we do? You could at least recoup a lot of the costs from just selling them on PC, where, you know, like, the vast majority of VR users and enthusiasts actually play VR games. That was always the weird thing for me too with it. It's like, VR console accessory. I was like, why would you not just go for PC and like just have your own kind of,
Dropped off even more.
you know, like first party titles that you just put out on Steam. It was always a weird business model to me.
Radar lock.
I would be super happy if they started bringing all their shit to PC though, for PSVR. Because I've said it before, they have like all of these really cool games, like, because a lot of it too is just normal games that have like a VR port sort of thing, right?
Not bad for a couple of rookies.
So they've got like all the new Resident Evil games have VR, like, officially, but only on PlayStation VR. Hitman 3 has VR, but only on PlayStation. And it's like, if that stuff came to PC, yeah, I would play that. Absolutely, I would play that. My VR headset hasn't been used in like 2 years. I would dust it off.
As to the intended purpose for using the giant
If I could play like RE4 Remake VR, sure. But I'm not gonna buy like the PS5 and the PSVR 2 to be able to play it. Hell no. F15 colors. Oh, probably just one of the random aces. I was confused for a second. I was like, why did I get that? Oh. There we go. That would be really interesting if they brought their catalog over. The other thing is I don't have an Oculus headset, and Oculus has some really good VR exclusives too that piss me off that I can't play them on my headset. Like games that I totally would buy if they were available for me. Because my headset is, it's a development headset that I got provided to me that I never used for work. by the way. I just
The mission will be called Operation Blue.
I have a VR headset that I didn't pay for, so fuck it.
The Mars strike team will attack enemy naval vessels and surface troops along the coast.
But it's a well, it's not a shitty headset. It's just it's older. And it's for dev. It's not for gaming necessarily. So like the controllers aren't great. It's compatible with different controllers if I wanted to buy some. Like it would work with like index controllers if I just set it up and bought them. They're expensive. The console, the VR2, and the game will set you back like $700 almost. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just so expensive to get into. Has a 5-mission PS5 exclusive VR campaign. Oh, for fuck's sake. Which one do I need to do? I'm gonna need to go look. No. For the record, no. We need to do the C version. Okay. I think that's the last split path mission for the campaign, right? My hair is not staying up out of my face today. It's annoying the shit out of me. Doesn't Project Wingman also have like an expansion that's only on PS5 as well? It's more than just the VR stuff that's only on PS5, right? Because I know that people before have been like, you need to do Project Wingman video, but you also need to make sure that you buy it on PS5. Because there's this, and I'm like, I'm not buying a console for this. Just not. Oh, it's just the VR one that's exclusive? Just to play the VR missions on A7? Oh yeah! A7 also has VR stuff exclusive to PS5. How could I ever forget? How could I ever forget? Should probably fly it. I mean, I just bought it. Oh, Pixie colors. I was like, what's the other one? I kind of like this one. Feels disrespectful to fly Pixie's colors, right?
Galm Team, take out Belkan's remnant forces assembled at the coastline.
This is a nice paint job.
Galm 1, engage.
I can live with this.
Lock on. We're broadcasting live from the signing ceremony here in Lumen. Senior officials from each nation have
Oh, let's go.
in hopes of a peaceful solution.
I wasn't sure if that was gonna do it. Hey, you.
Belkan's military forces will be reduced, and tension with
It's going so
neighboring
slow.
countries will come to an end.
Hey, you. I want you to stop.
The agreement will be covered in detail at a later broadcast.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
You're doing fine, Galm Team. Keep it up, sir.
Thank you.
Galm 1, it looks like this operation's gonna go like clockwork. This ought to end the war for good. The planet is surrounded by numerous allied tanks, and the atmosphere is stern. Today's
You guys just wait until we get to like
which calls for the
AC6 and Assault Horizon where I can run the anime girl skins.
put an end to the war.
You think I'm gonna fly anything else? Absolutely not.
Missile warning. Lock on.
Oh shit.
What could they be thinking? Missile evaded. We have too much pride to lose an aerial now. The ceasefire was agreed upon
Holy.
to the 7 nuclear
There's weeb liveries. Oh, dude. There's actually so many. I think it was like an official collaboration between some game. I think probably like a gacha game or something. I don't even really know what it is. It's just there's anime girl planes and they're hilarious.
Today is a day of hope. A day in which tension between different countries will be greatly reduced.
The missiles go ooh. No. Not without mods. Unfortunately.
Roger. Shifting to free engagement.
That would actually be a hilarious mod. Assault Horizon is actually, like, I have the Steam version of Assault Horizon, so it's very, well, I don't know if there's any modding scene for the game, but it would be very moddable if there were. Oh, speaking of mods, I forgot to look into what modding old gen Armored Core looks like. Because I was curious after yesterday, I mentioned something about it on stream. And chat was like, apparently modding old gen Armored Core is like impossible because the code is like incomprehensible. Like no one can read the fucking code for this game. And I was like, it can't be that bad, right? Surely. Give me a look at it. I'll have it cracked in minutes. It really can't be that bad. Like if people are modding analog input into the game, like proper true analog input, right? It can't be that bad. It's probably difficult to understand, but I can't imagine it's gonna be like the worst code I've ever read. And I've read some bad code, seriously. It can't be that bad. Although it is FromSoft, and I've seen the way their games function. So I don't know if I want to see the scripting behind it. But spaghetti coders unite. Bro, I went to school for it. So like, do you know what working on like sophomore year group projects in game design school is like? Do you know what kind of code I've read? Oh god. I should be looking at the screen. The beeping scared me. I feel like every time I go to read chat, I get a missile warning. It's just how it is. Into a FedEx plane? So there are mods. Assault Horizon mods. Like, I know that 7 has a modding scene. But Assault Horizon is a different question. Because even then, 7's modding scene seems pretty limited. At least, like, it seems like it's kind of just hitting its stride, I guess is the better way to put it. Where, like, they're only now just figuring out how to, like, insert custom content without removing base game content and stuff like that. So it's probably about to grow by quite a bit. Oh, I think he is. Oh, this was for 7. There's probably like at least 2 Assault Horizon mods, right? Surely. Oh, I thought he was gonna turn towards me. Destroyed my 10-year-old nephew at Fighters Z. Or sorry, Fighters. I swear, when I see it written, like with the capital Z, it tricks my brain every time. I know it's Fighters. I refer to it as Fighters all the time when I talk about it on stream. But when I see it written like that, like with the proper capitalization, It always tricks me and I say fighter Z. It's the capital Z. It fucks with me. I'm bad at fighters. I'm probably just bad at like anime fighters. Cause it's mostly to do with like just how the inputs and all that works. It's rough for me. I think I'm just bad at what's it called?
Nevertheless, the great war that
anime
enveloped the
fighters.
eastern countries and cost the lives of so many has finally
There's a
come
mod
to
that
an
turns
end.
your plane into Homelander. What the fuck?
This is no remnant resistance. This war's not over yet.
Never go easy on kids. Not in fighting games. Fighting games, you just gotta throw them to the wolves.
Thanks to your help, the operation was a success. The ceremony was also conducted without any trouble. The various governments will meet to discuss how to deal with the mercenary forces, in accordance with the war end agreement.
Did you use DLC characters though? Oh yay. The EA18G is available for purchase, you guys. England won a sports ball game tonight. Yay, England.
June 20th, 1995. A treaty declaring a cessation of hostilities was signed in Lumen, a city on the border of South Belka and Osea. It was a one-sided treaty that heavily favored Osea.
That was weird.
The borders of the
As
affected
I
countries
like took a
fluxed
drink of
greatly
my
over the
energy
past
drink, I
years,
caught a whiff
finally
of what I
settled down
thought
at
smelled
the
like
cost of
weed for
many
a second. And I was like, what the
lives.
fuck? It's
The
I don't know what
battlefield
that
shifted
was.
to
My
the
brain,
tables,
I swear
and
I
the
smelled it
politicians
for
from
like
all
a
countries
split second
squabbled
there.
with each other over the rights to the underground natural resources, the initial cause of this
I don't know
war.
what I smelled. Drinking it was just weird. I was like, I know that smell. That's it's a distinct
6
smell.
months of void.
Like if you know it, you know exactly what I mean.
I
It's
focused on this
that
time
smell.
period before the
You don't
hidden
forget
truth
it.
laid there
And I swear I caught it for like a split second there,
learned
and then
that
it
my
was
pursuit
gone
of him
like that.
was not a mistake.
Messed with my brain for a second. There's heavy overlap between the A7 mod community and the one for War Thunder. Let that soak in. I've only heard about the War Thunder community and what they're like.
The top officers in the Belkan army have pulled a coup d'etat.
Smoking on top of your can?
Calling their
I mean, maybe
organization a world
someone
with
was
no
smoking like
boundaries.
in front of the
Forces
fridge.
bombed the
I don't
city of
know.
Lumen, where the cessation of hostilities treaty was signed using a
Hello,
giant
Lego.
gunship codenamed XBO.
It's legal here now,
The mission is to
recreationally,
pursue the
so
XBO and-
who knows?
Wait,
I mean, anyone.
we've just received
I guess not
emergency
anyone. My
transmission from
sister's
the
not
control tower.
old enough
Unidentified aircraft
to
are
just
approaching
go
our
and
base.
buy it, but
Scramble all planes.
either of my
Quick,
parents
there's
could
no
just go
time.
and buy it
Get
at
into
the
air
shop
immediately.
if they wanted to. If they felt so compelled to. Hello, Lego. Oh. I didn't buy the special weapons for this guy yet. Holy fuck! 31,000 for bombs. 31,000 for bombs. No, I'm just gonna stick with it. I was like, maybe I could change it up. No. Drinking the weeds. I feel like you said that as a joke, but also that is legitimately a thing here as well. Because I've talked about it before. It became legal in Minnesota because someone in our state legislation like slipped it into a proposed bill for something. I think it was a bill related to, or sorry, that was like primarily focused on like alcohol sales and stuff, and just like renewing the way that we, you know, handle that and blah blah. And they slipped in like a thing about weed, about THC in there, like in this tiny little section in the middle of the bill. because it had gone to like, it had gotten proposed over and over again over the years to legalize weed here, and it never went through. And so this one bill like slipped in a little tiny bit that would like allow it to be sold in, I think, quantities of less than 20 milligrams per serving. I can't remember how many milligrams, but it was like, yeah, if it's a relatively small dose per serving, it can be sold. And because it was like one little footnote in the rest of the bill, it got passed. And what was hilarious was after the bill went through, like the press outside of the state capitol was like interviewing the or various people who had voted on it. And the one guy that I remember, the reporter asked him, like, what compelled you to actually vote to legalize THC sales in the state this time as compared to previous years? And he just goes, I didn't. But he did, because he genuinely just didn't catch that part of the bill. He had no idea it was in there. And that's how it got legalized here. And from there, it's just slowly been like, okay, yeah, well, nothing has gone to shit so far. Like, it's worked out well enough, so I guess we can just, you know, open it up more and more progressively, and it's just, at this point, it's pretty relaxed. But when that legal loophole first came about, it was so funny. Because legitimately, like, most of the people who voted on it had no idea that they had just passed it. My husband once had some weed on Christmas Eve, and it caused him to lose balance, crack his head open. He got like 10 stitches and was in the hospital Christmas morning. His mom wasn't happy. First time I saw him and a friend have some, his friend threw up not long afterwards. My husband was just sat in his chair sweating. I've had friends who have smoked enough to where they're actually just like kind of like they almost just shut down. This should be fine. I brought a relatively good plane. I think we'll be fine. Flying fortress with aces, no biggie. I'm a bit of an ace myself. I'm the demon lord. Oh, there goes one. You see? Oh, I got a hit. They're sapping fighters.
6 air division to sap an aircraft. Cease attack immediately. All right. I approve the fight against the sapping forces. Does he really think his pride is enough for victory?
Yeah, maybe a little close. Whoa, what? Okay, he had launched 2 that were kind of staggered out. It tricked me. Have you used bombs on a flying fortress yet? I've tried it a couple times, never successfully.
Ground zero. No signs of life.
I had the same amount, they just couldn't handle it for some reason. Some people just can't. I have a friend like that who just can't. He just straight up doesn't smoke it anymore because he cannot handle it in the slightest. Like, he gave up. He'll just have a tiny bit and like he'll be sweating profusely. There's actually this funny video of him. He smoked very little this night, and he was not drinking. He had only smoked that little bit, and he was really like sweating, and he took his shirt off, and he was standing, there was like a sliding glass door as like the back door of the friend's house that we're at is a sliding glass door. He had opened the sliding glass door and was like standing in the doorway with like his arms spread out like this, right? And was trying to cool off with the air from outside. And it was just so bizarre. Like the whole time I'm just sitting there, I'm like, how are you this fucked up? Like you, what? I was just in shock. He has probably the worst tolerance to it out of anyone I've ever seen. Oh my god, there's more. Come here, Felson. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. There's another stealth plane over here. XMAA is really good. I've literally fired 2 shots and cleared like 8 targets off of it. It's very good. Would agree with that statement. Am I gonna be able to get both of you in one? No. Hey, XMAA beats everything. If only I had more. Missile, schmissile. There's the missile launchers. No more of those. Don't like those.
All anti-air weapons on the upper half of XBO have been destroyed. Way to go.
Thank you.
Missile hit. Switch hydraulic system to line B.
I think we're gonna get it in time. Oh yeah, the cockpit. I forgot about this bit.
That should mess up his steering.
I like how he says that should mess up his steering and not, that should kill him. Because, I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
10 miles. It's your last chance.
But a couple missiles straight to the glass of the cockpit, that might do it. Call me crazy. That might be enough.
The XBO's taking the death blow. It was Cipher. Cipher did it. Nice work, Galm Team. Operation
Cipher's
complete.
cannon plane is the F-15.
Our death is not the end of everything.
So he and Pixie are just matching? They're just buds? I guess they are buds. That's the whole, you know, what they call each other, clearly.
There's a coded message on the radio. Decrypting message.
Speaking of,
Yo, buddy, you still alive? Yes.
destroying the engines would also mess up the steering. Yeah, I think the cockpit just killed him. If you ask me. I think he's dead.
Thanks to you, the XBO has been shot down. However, Our base was heavily damaged in the surprise attack. The squadron that you engaged consisted of Sappan and Osean fighters. We're currently investigating the situation. Once we determine the location of the renegade organization, we will launch a counterinsurgency operation.
Man, I just had this weird moment where my brain suddenly... I'm gonna share out loud. I have not finalized any decision yet about the next review series after Metal Gear finishes up. But if you're not in the know, I only have 2 Metal Gear games left, including the one I'm currently working on. Maybe, allegedly, possibly.
The aircraft that attacked our base belonged to the major rebel
So, like, I've been
organization,
thinking
the World with No
plans a lot. And I got plans, mostly outlined plans. Not finalized, but like outlined.
Osea, Sappan, and
That's
of
gonna be
course,
fun
Belkan.
shit.
They are believed to possess a massive arsenal of weapons.
My brain just randomly was like, I'm so excited to do that.
In northern Belka, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the
Oh man, we're already at B7R?
What's worse,
I thought
we've
there
this
were more
facility
missions
houses an
left.
Experimental V2 weapon. Unfortunately, it took us a long amount of time to uncover this information due to the facility's location beneath the dam's waters. Proceed immediately to Avalon and destroy the V2 weapon.
I can do that.
Note that B7R blocks your route from Valais Air Base to Mud. You will most likely encounter fierce resistance.
You're gonna finish it today, you think?
B7R and Mud.
I'm actually shocked that I have done it so fast, but I don't think I've been shot down at all today, actually.
This mission will succeed upon the destruction of the V2.
Have I failed a mission yet today?
Return to base.
Because I don't think I have. Like, that's why it feels like I'm going so fast.
Anything else is unacceptable.
I feel like I got shot down once, but I can't even, like, really remember if I did or didn't. Oh, I did. In the last... Oh, yeah, okay. Once, though. Only once. That is still less than usual for me. Yeah, just got shot down by a spot. That's what it was. I was like, I feel like I got shot down once, but I can't think of it specifically. That's what it was. I really like the look of the F2A. To get shot down a million times in this mission. This mission is easy. This mission is nothing. You're just saying that. Give me my special colors. You know what? I'm gonna take qualms. I think those are gonna do me better. It's galting time. I would agree. Love the F2A. It just looks nice. Like, even though it's not the greatest plane or anything, I want to buy it, like, really badly. I'm getting the compulsion to buy it.
Your final sortie. All right, launch preparations complete.
I feel like every loop of AC0, the end has either... Or sorry, rewind. I feel like every single run-through we've done on stream, like the first one, I thought the game was shorter than it was. Like, I remembered it being shorter. But then the other two since, I feel like I've gone through way quicker than expected. The expert run went faster than expected, and the ace run has gone way faster than expected.
I'll be back.
It's my favorite in AC7. I used the F2A a good bit in AC7. And by a good bit, I mean I used it for like 3 missions. But for a first time run, that is kind of a lot. For when I'm doing like the recording and stuff and trying to change it up a good bit.
It's an awful place, but the
Just made for really nice footage.
maintain current course.
Like simply, I just used it because the footage was nice. Quick when you know what you're doing. It's really just quick if you don't get shot down. I feel like that's it. I feel like the first time I just got shot down a ton.
Close to area B7R.
Or crashed a ton.
Change course.
That was still prime, like,
And break through it.
Chole nosediving into the ground. I haven't really been doing that a whole lot.
ID signals in Belkan
recently. I wonder if I'm gonna start doing it again. Because I do have a tendency to just nosedive into the ground. It happens. Wizard. You got nothing on me, wizard. They'll need more than 4. Play my guitar.
These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces. What are you doing? The war's ended long ago. Whatever their reasons.
That might loop back around to get him. I hope.
You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them all down. What are you fighting for? This place is no longer a battlefield. The World War is being fought on a small round table in a meeting room. It's a discussion that decides the beginnings of a new era. Crashing greed is the cause of all conflict.
There's more planes. What was that I just saw on my radar? The fuck? Why am I seeing 3 planes right now? What's happening?
Fox 2! Fox 2! Approaching gun range. Galm 1. Missile
Oh, there's 4. Stealth planes, what are they? Ow, ow, ow! 92%, fuck me!
Wizard 2 requesting support. Missile
They brought out the stealth planes.
warning!
It's an ambush.
You on radar. Radar lock. Only 4? That's not right. Stealth fighters are mixed in with them.
I got that. Thank you, PJ.
Damn, reconfirming position.
Thank God we have PJ here. Am I right? Oh, speaking of shit.
We will carry out the new creation of destruction through the power of righteousness.
Do
What
that.
do you mean? Territories, peoples, authorities, all will be liberated. This is the new state. A world with no boundaries will create. Neither nations nor nationalities have meaning. We will erase these
I warned you.
unnecessary borders.
Well, they're kind of cheating, you know, to be fair.
The world will change.
Stealth planes were uncalled for. You got to at least, you know, show yourself at the beginning. It's only fair. I thought this was a gentleman's duel.
Bandits now. Nice shooting. He's not destroying anything unnecessarily. The Demon Lord's just as good as they say. Damn, where did it go? I can't.
Ooh, that missile was good.
One is going down.
That missile was good. Damn.
Your final sortie. All right, launch preparations complete.
This time. This time. Now I know that there's 8 planes, fuckers.
Pass through B7R. It's an
I genuinely was sitting here, I'm like,
shortcut.
I've already got 2 of them down. This is so easy. Then, all of a sudden, there's more planes. About not getting shot down. Yeah. I almost feel like I should have brought XMAA. At least I feel like off the start, I could maybe just get 2 picks, like, right off the bat. The quams aren't doing a whole lot. The tracking is just not strong enough when these guys are as cracked out as they are.
ID signals in Belka. This is Wizard 1.
Come on, Wizard 1. I'm gonna mess your shit up.
Built himself up quite a name. Let's see if he can live up to it. Come on, Ocean aircraft. Can't you read your IFM?
I totally could get at least 2 of them right off the bat if I brought XMAA.
Friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
Shit.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago. Whatever their reasons, some pilots from Osea have joined the coup. You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them all down.
Working on it. Appreciate the advice, though.
What are you fighting for? This place is no longer a battlefield.
I just held back some crazy Metal Gear brain rot. It's so bad at this point. I almost just went, what am I fighting for? Oh, thank you, PJ. I think that's the first kill I've ever seen PJ get in his career.
Bandits down. Nice shooting. He's not destroying anything unnecessarily. The Demon Lord is just as good as they say.
Oof. Oof, oof. What the fuck? The machine guns on, okay. Huh. Right. The machine guns on the stealth planes. Those are good. Those are scary. Start this out right.
Pass through B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut.
Maybe if I give him his intro. Literally can't attack ground. Yeah, I know that he's glitched. It's hilarious because every time that you finish a playthrough, you get the, what's it? Like, you can go see the record of, like, Pixie's kills, PJ's kills. PJ ground is always 0, and it's hilarious.
There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it.
What am I fighting for? I love Otacon so much. You can see how Snake would fall for him. You can totally see, right? Like, how could you not?
Did you read your IFF? We're allies, not enemies. These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
Thank you, Lock On.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago. Whatever their reasons, some pilots from Osea have joined the coup. You don't have time to play around with them.
close.
Hurry up and shoot them all down.
Qualms are not... There, thank you. I hate that shit. How when you swap the weapons, sometimes it just changes your target for no reason.
The world war is being fought on a small round table in a meeting room. It's a discussion to decide the beginnings of a new era. Clashing greed is the cause of all conflict.
Not happening.
Bandits down. Nice shooting. He's not destroying anything unnecessarily. The Demon Lord is just as good.
Shit. Thought I could maybe pick him off. Woo! Bitch! You got 3 left. Maybe 2 left? Did Pixie get one? He might have. I'm only seeing... Oh, no, there's 3, there's 3. They're stealth planes, Cole. That's right. There's 3. Pixie, of course, did not shoot one down. I saw it happen once. It's not going to happen again. Bitch. Take those. We get the Dorito instead.
Captain, we
Come on, straighten out.
You're almost there.
Oh, you fucker.
The stars of the round table, and you'll be buried here, Demon Lord.
Holy shit. Bro, I might just have to use the guns at this point.
Damn, where did it go? I can't see.
And then he starts flying straight. Okay. Wait a second, Pixie. Or Pixie. PJ. PJ got another one. Well, what do you know?
All enemy planes are down.
Thank
There
you,
has been no
PJ.
change in plans. Stay on course to target destination.
That went well,
Cipher to the end.
I think. Legalize nuclear bombs.
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied forces squadron approaching from a different route
What
should
was
be
that
arriving
line?
at the rendezvous point any time now. It seems the coup force isn't playing around.
Oh, they're not
Maintain
playing
your presence
around.
force and rendezvous with the Allied squad.
Certainly not. Pixie did nothing wrong. Pixie's a bitch. And a hypocrite. Don't forget it. Pixie needs to equip a little laser beam to his plane to stand a chance. He still gets shot down.
I'll
Skill
transmit
issue.
The latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, Galm Team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon.
This is an easy
That's
mission.
the
This
only
one
way
should
we
be
stand
fine.
a chance of
Unless
succeeding. If you destroy the V2 launch
if I don't
system,
manage the time well, it's not that easy, because I've done that before. That's the mistake I normally make here.
will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead.
I get distracted by like the aces and stuff across the map.
Will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for
We should
this
be fine.
full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V2 launch. Hurry!
Change his ideas. What? Oh, like after the fact. Okay, for a second I was like, what are you talking about, Willis? After the campaign ends. Like, you know, when he's doing the interviews later on.
1 mile to refueling ground.
Still a hypocrite. And a bitch. With a skill issue.
Yards to go.
My guy, you literally launched a nuke to try to bring world peace. Yeah, you think you can stop bloodshed by shedding more blood? Joins a Splinter Cell terrorist organization. What's it? Flying with all those ideals in your head is gonna get you killed. Starts flying with ideals in his head. He's a bitch. I might even say, a stupid bitch. From a furry Discord server once for insisting that Pixie did nothing wrong. What? This has... Was this like a furry Ace Combat Discord, specifically?
Galm Team, keep low to the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam. This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead. You passed the first bridge.
Can you get furry Ace Combats? It wasn't? How do they even know what the hell you're talking about?
You passed the second
Because like Ace Combat is pretty niche. Like maybe if it was a reference to 7, it would be, you know, like yeah, 7 sold really well. I can see that. Like out of any of the games, 7 is like the most known, generally speaking. But 0? I didn't think anyone would know what I was talking about. I'm shocked that someone did, to be honest. Like in just a random furry server that had nothing to do with Ace Combat. I am kind of surprised. Damn. Hold on, he's at a really odd angle. Fuck. Hold on. Wait for it. We're death spiraling. What's happening? I'm better than this. I know not to death spiral. Take this.
Rising above countries and armies, our world with no boundaries will become one.
That's an ace.
For the people. It's time for a perfect world without restrictions.
Surprised that Finn's ears aren't tingling. His ears aren't tingling. This is like 2 years ago, too. I'm genuinely surprised that you could just go into like a general internet space and get banned for an Ace Combat meme. Because that's a meme that, like, if you didn't know what the guy was talking about, you wouldn't ban for it. I mean, even if you did, it's, I don't know why you would, but because like Belka did nothing wrong, it's just a general Ace Combat meme. Well, actually, I say meme. Some people are completely genuine. They're wrong, but they're genuine. Ears burning. It's like ears tingling. Gun tower's worth it. They're probably not. I should just go complete the mission. I got all the planes. There's the entrance. I had to find it. That entrance felt very Star Wars, by the way. The way that I flew down into here. Oh god. I know if anyone's gonna screw me here, it's gonna be the targeting. The lock-on switch is gonna be what kills me here.
Enemy facility destroyed. Initiating launch sequence. Sequences 3, 4, and 5. Moving into launch position.
You never know with Finn. You don't. You don't know with Finn. He might have tingly ears. What do I know?
Missile launch. What's that shaking? Are we being attacked from above?
Oh man, this is a weird angle actually. It was a good call to just fly down here and do this, for sure. Oh, I thought that missile was gonna miss, and I started to freak out a little bit. I was like, and it's over. We're gonna run out of time.
Cipher, destroy the V2. You're our only hope.
For not playing XI? I don't even know which one XI is.
Point of impact will appear on screen. Locked on. Box 2, box 2.
What's happening?
Facilities have been damaged.
What is happening in chat?
30 seconds to V2 launch. Our facilities have suffered additional damage. We've lost the stabilizer and gyro systems. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All V2 control facilities have been destroyed.
I think this is one of the best songs.
We did it! We stopped the V2 launch! We're gonna be branded as heroes! We're confirming the situation. Cipher, PJ, stand by.
Standing by. Good for my thank you, DS. I don't think I need it.
Now the wars finally are.
Oh, the iOS one? The iOS one is inaccessible unless you just like buy a phone that has it.
Hyperbot flowers. Warning, unknown target approaching at high speed. Break, break. Ah! Dang it!
And then Northern Wings I could have done. But there's like maybe 2 minutes of discussion to have around that game.
So, have you found a reason to fight yet?
There's genuinely so little that I could even talk about with it. That's why I didn't get a video. Still hip. It's not. No. Because I never said I was going to do it. Had sound redeems. Yeah, I wish we had something that we could run that through.
Galm 1 is going down.
Wait, you have one? Wait. How? What are you using, Jess? Oh, the Streamlabs. Are you using Streamlabs loyalty? You can do it through the loyalty store. I could do that. But through the store? I don't want to do that. Could I do it through the bot, you think? I could figure it out. I could figure it out. Ow, fuck!
Fill you in ASAP.
I don't like using the actual store, because then, like, needing to use the link to go to another site is a pain in the ass. I could probably figure out how to do it through the bot. This is the best song in the game. I know that it's like the basic bitch pick, but like, there's just no other option. This is the one. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Oh, we're fine. Very clean dodge, Pixie. I see you.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch. Can you see the orders from here? What is orders given us?
Pixie. How could this not be the best song in the game? Mm-hmm. Holy shit, that's... It killed me. And he can fly into it just fine. But me? No. What the fuck? Listen to our beautiful voice. Oh god, Charlie's gonna read it. Hold on.
Listen to our beautiful voice. La 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 la.
It's coming out of my laptop again. I heard it come from behind me afterwards. Why is it doing that? It keeps turning itself back on my laptop, and so I'm hearing everything twice. Thank you for the 2 fancy E's riding. Yeah, that's right. I'm stealing False's bit. That's a fancy E. Oh shit. That's unfortunate. If I didn't have to hit the brakes so hard, I could have had that. Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. Lasers. Fuck. Oh, there's another blue thing. Hold on. I'll wait. La la la. Come on, Charlie, where are you at? Oh yeah.
Now I really have to flamenco out of here. Adios.
It sounded just like him. That was spot on. Thank you for the 2 DS. See you around. Oh, for fuck. Uh-huh. Plane go burr. Working on it. Ah, you bitch. That cross up. Oh, he's doing it again. Fucker. Oh, come on. Come here. Oh god. Here we go. Now we're in a spot. For fuck's sake. We're gonna do it. We're gonna gun him. He's dodging too much. But can he dodge my bullet? Oh, that, okay. Okay. I didn't realize I was gonna hit it there. Can you watch the credits all the way through? I always do. Unless it's, AC5.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silos.
Puddle of mud.
Continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing the situation. Here goes the snow. Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
I am invincible. I do. Oop, I accidentally hit the missile button, or held it, rather. Shit. This would be a lot easier if I was better at using guns. Oh, come on. That was close. Shit. He's really throwing me for a loop. Bitch. Ooh, fuck off. Come here. I can't keep track of him in cockpit mode. Oh, I lost him entirely.
Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
More than not correct. I feel like it's not with pilots like Pixie or just like really evasive pilots in general. Because they will just like veer away so hard that the, like the system that tries to gauge when is a good time to shoot kind of struggles a bit. But in general, it's pretty fucking good. Like just for your average dogfight. Yeah, I love that he can just fly through it. Like, I think that we're not going to. Because he just keeps going straight into it. Ay, ay, ay. I guess I just shouldn't trust it. Because I kind of think of it as like, yeah, as long as I follow him, I won't get hit, right? Because he wouldn't fly into his own bomb. But his bomb doesn't hurt him. So he absolutely would.
I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP. Those that survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible.
That's not it.
You do you, buddy.
That one was pretty good. We take those. We take a win where we can get one. Oh god, it's flickering through my plane. Just PS2 emulation things. The last time he actually disappeared too. This is so weird. I'm not used to it doing this. I was at least able to like track him before, even though the target like box wasn't there. Where the fuck is that one going, Pixie? You just throwing them out wherever at this point? Yeah, he just flies straight through it. Fuck it. We ball. The emulator does not like that effect. Like at all. Ooh, oh, I was in it? Oh my god. Okay. I genuinely had no idea that I was flying through it there. And the emulation bug kills me. That's the first time that one has happened.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Galm Team, continue your mission. Engage. Stand by. We're analyzing the situation.
That's just unfortunate. I wonder if there's like a single setting that would fix the explosion effect. 'Cause I would be tempted to just, yeah, like if it messed up anything else, to at least just do it for this while I'm here. 'Cause there's not like aces during this. I'm not gonna have to redo this once we're done here, I don't think. So I could just do it for the one time. It's weird though, I've never died to the like massive bombs before. Like that's just new. Wow, okay.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch. Can you see any orders from here? What is orders giving us? We're going to start over from scratch. That's what V2 is for.
It's time. We saved the qualms for this bit. That tracking goes a long way. So artifacty. Oh, was that one of my missiles? I thought that he launched a second one. Well, that was one of mine, I guess.
There's only one way, buddy. You've got to fight for what you believe in. There's no mercy in war. People live and people die. That's all there is to it.
I hit him a good bit. Come on, Pixie, don't make this harder than it has to be. 2 at once. Just go down, man. Just go down. Is it time? Oh, it's time. Fire missiles down his throat. The Qualms do a good job tracking him. I just got shot by like the big cluster bombs way more than I should have.
This is AWACS. Listen up, Galm 1. We've completed analysis of the enemy craft. Codename Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down Morgan. You're the only one who can stop him. Demon Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your success.
Still just the most like ridiculous, overly edgy Ace Combat name ever. Demon Lord of the Round Table is, it will never get old to me. Like every time I hear it, I'm really like, oh my god, they really went with it. You know what? I'm glad they just played it straight, because it's got like that kind of old Resident Evil charm, where you're just like, that is so silly that I have to love it.
Galm 1, go for his front air intake.
He's not jousting me.
Now we find out who's number one.
I'm number one. It's me. What? Oh my god, does he have 4? Does he have 4 missiles, or does he just cheat? Then they tell you the only place you can hit him is the front intake. Yeah, and it also just suddenly starts bouncing everything else off magically. Because I guess he just didn't have the system enabled before we found out about it. Maybe? I don't know.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP. Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Well, I only think it because it's true, Pixie. Man, he is zooming. Where the fuck is he going? Oh, turning. Didn't catch that. He's just flying straight. Oh, of course not. Ow, what the fuck? Why did that only hit me for 3%? I mean, I'm not complaining. But that definitely felt more significant than 3%, just like the feedback that I got on it. Hello, false. Oh, hold on. Pixie! Cooperate, man. Just go down. Give up. Accept skill issue. Oh, there we go. The back crack. Straighten that bitch out. Oof, 80. Fuck. Uh-oh. Whoa. I didn't think he was facing me. Load distance things. Can't see the guy.
There's only one way, buddy. You've got to fight for what you believe in.
That's what I'm doing. I believe you're a bitch. Wait, we're done? We're on to third? I'll take it. Whose name is a pun in Japanese? Soloing or the Demon Lord thing?
Damn it, you're on launch of V2. Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from zero with this V2 and trust the future to the next generation. This is AWACS. Listen up, Galm 1. We've completed analysis of the enemy craft.
trying to be motivating. No, he's the bad guy.
Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on.
He doesn't think he's the bad guy.
You're the only one who can stop him. Demon Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your
This is supposed to be Knight of the Round Table? How did we go from Knight to Demon Lord? What the fuck? Who localized this shit? Oh, that's right, it has to be from the front. Forgot what we're doing here. Pixie only likes to do... Never mind. Oh, you are such a dirty cheater. It's crazy. Missiles don't fire that quickly. I know. I use them a lot. Oh, I thought I was dead. I thought he had hit me there. I didn't pull away soon enough. Oh, what the... Hold on. Hold on. I can... That makes sense. I wouldn't know either of those words. I can barely count to 10. But I can probably find them pretty easily. Oh, you bitch. Look at me. Face me! Recapping the entire first 3 seasons. What?
mission accomplished, Cipher. Come on, let's go back home.
See, the problem here,
I
right?
don't want to keep anyone waiting for you.
Oh my god. It would be something like Nightmare over there. Hold on, Nightmare maybe? There's a couple words for night. There's a ton of words for demon in Japanese. Hold on, how many?
And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the
I'm looking at 9. There might be more than 9, but I'm looking at 9.
Those who witnessed the
There are
crime
9 different ways
went
to
on
say
to
demon
organize a
in
global arms
Japanese.
reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves. Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after
Oh,
the
there are
war
recap
faded from
movies?
people's
What?
memories. And these men were also sealed
That's
away from
a
history.
lot better.
Maybe this was one path to achieve peace.
Similar. Yeah, the basic
And
word
here
for
the
night is
curtain falls on
kishi.
this story. However,
Like that's
it does
the more
not mean
common
their
one
own
apparently.
stories came to an end.
Which one of these?
War is something fought on the desk of politicians. As long as they win in the end, that's all that matters. But for
Most of these
us,
are in
it's a
kanji,
matter
so I
of
can't
survival.
fucking read them.
In order to survive, you need to analyze the situation in an instant. It's the
I didn't
same as
realize it was
living in a
this guy.
city. The rules of this little city apply just as well to that wide open sky. That guy had the same feel about him as this city.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
But then, hold on. Oh no, this guy, we've seen this guy's every playthrough. Oh, this guy isn't.
Hatred
Fuck.
cannot be the only motivation for war. It only brings about more pointless deaths. I lost most of my students.
Microphone
all my
change.
children, my flesh and blood. I will never overcome that grief. I'll probably never teach anyone again, nor will I ever go up in the sky again. I have entrusted everything I know to a new generation. I'll just look on from here.
Woman from I think this one we've seen before
Marcela
too.
Vasquez,
Right?
the Espada Team's number 2, and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron.
But then the nightmare
She is thought to be
thing
a
confuses
survivor
me
of the
more,
Korean
is what I was
War.
going to say.
She currently earns a living as a dancer.
Because, like, the most common term for demon is akuma, and nightmare
If
is
the demon lord
akumu.
hadn't
It's
appeared,
very
our
close.
lives might have been different.
But neither of those
For
are
me,
similar
it
to
wasn't
any
about flying or ideals.
words for the,
Most of all,
or like
it was
terms
about
for
him,
night that I'm
my
finding.
flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation
So I don't know.
for the organization. And the demon lord
Hold on.
appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But those whose hearts are in the sky will always return to the sky. He was one of them, and so he left, even though his wounds had yet to heal, and he died there, never to return.
That bit's new. That bit changed.
But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Where do these Ace Combat protagonists go? Like, they always disappear. Where the fuck do they go?
Joshua Bristow, former captain of the Ocean Air Defense
How does this
Force,
happen so
8th
much?
Air Division, 32nd Tactical Fighter Squadron.
How do we keep losing all of our
His
best
actions
pilots?
during
Just
the
like,
Belkan
poof,
War
they're
are
gone.
surrounded in mystery, and he is rumored to be one of the founders of a world with no boundaries. His whereabouts were unknown after the decisive Battle of Valdreich. But several years later, he resurfaced as a leader of a terrorist organization. Today, he is serving time in prison.
This one's new.
This darkness and that little window are my entire world now.
And very quiet.
I'm actually rather fond of it. The darkness envelops me in a borderless world, a world with no boundaries. He was not the reason we were unable to change the world.
He was.
No matter what the desired outcome is, the world can still change, as long as people expand their knowledge and desire change.
Sure, but he was totally the reason,
Today's
though.
world has already changed from what it was back then.
He's just on some crazy copium.
Larry Fink,
Cipher disappeared.
also known as
Didn't
Solo Pixie.
didn't Blaze disappear?
Galm Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division.
I thought that
66th Air
that the
Force
Rosgrees, aside from
That's
Nagase, disappeared. Well,
This man was
didn't
his
the
buddy
dialogue also kind of
and his enemy.
say that they all disappeared, but then like Nagase is just
I should
there,
have
I
died
guess?
that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything?
No.
The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world. But that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is.
It's not known what happened to them aside from Nagasai.
But I still want to try.
I thought that there was dialogue like in that ending scene that kind
That's
of
what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough.
like at least alluded to the fact that they all just kind of disappeared.
If you do meet him, give him a message for me.
Maybe I've just always misinterpreted it.
Yo, buddy.
Yo.
Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again. The Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Belkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared.
That guy was pretty handsome.
Apart from that, nothing is known about him.
That's the alternate universe Spider-Man right there.
But whenever they talked about him,
The body actor for Pixie does look familiar though. I don't know why.
Perhaps. Maybe my answer.
There's probably just like some other actor out there who looks similar to him, but I feel like he does look super familiar. Hold on. That's what Jeanette said at the end. I don't know why. I feel like... Well... Just a random thing. Looking at like the cast list for the game. Bro, all of them are listed as like their actual full name. Like the character's name rather than their call sign. Aside from like AWACS. That's the only one. They're all using like their full name from the like the interviews. Like who the fuck is Patrick James Beckett? I've played this game 4 times. I couldn't tell you which pilot that is. It's clearly one of like the main story aces, but it's a word for demon in Japanese. Oh fuck, I closed that tab. Cause I can't read a bunch of them that are in what's it called? That are in kanji. So hold on. Oh yeah, that's great. That one's... Ah, it's this one! Sounds like Jin. Not Sheen, but yeah, that's very, very close. Oh, that's PJ. I guess I could have probably, if I had thought about it for a solid minute, I could have maybe gotten there. Yeah, like, I don't know who Anthony Palmer is. Or Dimitri Heinrich. Or Detlef Fleischer. Bernard Schmidt. Listing the names of the characters and not the voice actors. What? No, it lists the name of the voice actor. What I'm saying is that when it says what character they played, it doesn't say like you know, it doesn't say like Wizard 1. It has like his full name instead. That's what I mean. It does have the actors' names. It doesn't have the call signs for any of the characters. It also seemingly does not credit any of the body actors here. Like, I'm not seeing any of them. It's all just the voice actors. Oh, someone on the Ace Combat Reddit 4 years ago found the guy. Pixie's live action actor. Sean Ryan. He was a very low rent actor, and seemingly Pixie was his last role that people can actually find any info about. No, it's not that. God damn it. Now there's a child actor named Sean Ryan Fox who comes up on Google when you look for Sean Ryan actor. Oh. Apparently. Okay, that's something. He apparently did some mocap work in Final Fantasy XII. That's post-Pixie. That's... Okay, the Reddit post was right. It's actually kind of hard to find anything that this guy did. But I swear to God, I've seen him somewhere. I have... Or he just has, like, a super, like, familiar face. Like, he just has one of those faces that you... Even though you've never seen the person, you're like, yeah, I think I've seen you. Probably. Is this him? Maybe? I don't think so. No, that's not him. There's also just a lot of actors named Sean Ryan, which doesn't help at all. It's not even just that one, like, Nickelodeon child actor. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Oh! Hold on. That's him. This only lists him as an actor in, like, 3 movies. And none that you'll have heard of. And he was also a screenwriter for 3 movies that I've never heard of. One of these movies is from 2012. The other ones are both from the early 90s. It's so weird how hard it is to find... Hey, Falcon and the Morgan. Supreme Night Metal. You love to see it. Okay. We save. Feel kind of bad. Yeah, like, just... Like, there's a small gaming community out there that would love to know more about this guy, but he's just buried under other actors with the same name. And, like, yeah, what little info you can find about him does kind of line up with what that Reddit post says. He was probably just a really cheap actor at the time, who they were like, yeah, he looks enough like what Pixie might look like. Sure. There's also a state senator from New York named Sean Ryan. There's a lot of Sean Ryans out there. Okay, so I have to go back and get these on night. We just have to play like the first 5 missions. Try the gauntlet. How do you even access the gauntlet? Genuine question. How do I even get to it? Well, let me go to my ace style. Medals. I want to see my medals. We've proven... Oh, God. Marksmanship with the gun. You were on it a moment. Well, yeah, it's there, but it's not... Hold on. Can I just open it? It didn't have the little hash mark. It... Yeah, data is locked. I can't just click on it. I might have to go and do the night missions. Is the criteria for unlocking it having completed all missions on all styles? Because it might just be because I haven't done, like, the first 4 missions on night. That could be why it's not there. You haven't done all the night missions? Well, there it is. Can I buy... What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. Modified F-16 that uses a double delta wing. I was gonna buy the F-2, but I'm sold. Just like that. I'm so easily sold. You have to finish all missions on any different... It's probably style. Yeah, the last night missions should unlock it. That would seem right. Hold on, where was that? That's on the second page. F-16XL. Yeah, it's that one. Yep, it's just that one. What's the medal? The gun medal. Oh. Destroy 15 enemies with the gun? That's it? Oh, sorry, the expert one is destroy 50 with the gun. You know what? Gun only, so that I can grab those medals.
This is Galm 2, roger that. Bearing 315, Belkan bombers approaching. Nobody wants to bail out into a mountain of ice. We're counting on you, flight leader. All units prepare to intercept.
I think the gold is 50. Yeah, that's the one I'm missing, probably. What does Galm mean? Good question. I couldn't tell you. You know how fucked my German is at this point? Genuinely haven't touched German in like 4 years. And I mean like haven't touched it, like haven't studied it a single time, haven't spoken it a single time in like 4 years. You go that long without ever even using the language once, and it almost entirely goes out the window. Not actually, but like most of it is gone. I could probably like order food at a restaurant in Germany, and that's about all I could do at this rate. Mistranslation of Garm. Oh, that makes me feel better. Of course I only didn't know it because it was mistranslated. Yes, 100%. Totally. Although, it's not a German word. Figured it would be, because me and Pixie are, What's it called? What is it? Me and Pixie are Belkan. So I figured it was going to be a German word. But I guess mixing L and R. It's not that they have a tendency of mixing it, it's that they don't have an L sound in the language. So when it gets translated to English, and okay, so yeah, if you're trying to say, because there's like a thing in Japanese where if there's not an equivalent word for, like, say in English, that's crazy. Say you're trying to like use an English word in discussion, like in a Japanese conversation, you say it in like this kind of weird, like half and half speak, where you pretty much just say the word like using kana from Japanese. Like you replace the syllables with kana. So if there's any L's, you replace it with like an R kana, because that's just the closest thing to it, because the Japanese R is like an in-between of an L and an R sound as we have them in English. That's why it's really hard for English speakers to learn how to say the Japanese R. I still can't say it after a decent bit of practice. But yeah, when you translate, it's hard to differentiate which one it should be a lot of the time, unless you like spend a lot of time really looking at it, which back in the day they didn't. Nowadays you don't get a lot of those L and R mistranslations, but back in like the 2000s you got a lot of them. Like Devil May Cry's Nello Angelo, it's supposed to be Nero Angelo, but it got mistranslated. Instead of making one of them an R and one of them an L when they translated it, they just translated both of them as L's for some reason. So now there's a boss in Devil May Cry named Nello Angelo instead of Nero Angelo. And they later just named another character Nero anyway, so like, fuck it. It is very similar to the soft R in Spanish. But if you don't speak Spanish either, as like an English speaker, you don't have that tongue placement in English, where it quite literally, like where your tongue goes when you say an L and where your tongue goes when you say an R, it's legitimately like in between those two positions, and it's really hard to get used to after, you know, speaking words for 20 some years in my case and never using that part of your mouth. Because also, I notoriously, I have fairly okay Spanish. You know what I can't do in Spanish is the R's. Soft R, and I can't roll my R's. That's always been my number one thing with Spanish, is I can't. I do my best, and I just can't. Getting all the gun kills here for this medal. Pixie is also listed as Belkan in the records. Someone told me at some point that Cipher was also Belkan. I didn't just think that. I was told that. Because I knew that Pixie was, but someone at some point told me that Cipher was. Fucking shit. I should have just gone straight down. Single letter R. Don't do that. Cypher's nationality isn't known. Bitches. Telling me that he's Belkan. Can I get like the hanger music or something? That would be nice. It is about that time. I actually got shot down exactly at that time. A guy seeing part of a Rubius stream and saying Spanish is such a beautiful language. after Rubius said more or less, God has come down from heaven for this tournament to shove his fist up my ass. That's just any of the romance languages. People, you'll hear them say anything, and you're just like, oh wow, what a pretty language. And it could just be the most obscene shit. You have no idea. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We at least got the ace run done. Like, that's a big milestone to have the 3 main runs, like, cleared. I do still have to unlock, like, this handful, but that's it. Good progress. If you enjoyed, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing, what's it called? We're doing Armored Core, Metal Gear. We're doing Zelda tomorrow. Sorry, hiccup. Ocarina of Time. Allegedly the greatest game of all time. It's up there at the very least. Like, if you ask me, it's minimum in the top 10 greatest games of all time, but widely considered the greatest game ever made. And you can see why. Anyway, we're playing that tomorrow. It's great. It's a good game. Be there. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, algorithm thing. You know how it is. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. They're down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.